to Pirate Adventures, where we last left off. Our dear pirates somewhat figured out a mechanism to disable the barrier, and in doing so, planned their assault of the guardian of what is kept. During their assault, many ferocious attacks thwarted, some finally making it through. Tim decided to investigate the hole from which the bone dragon came from, and the string that is attached to it. The golden thread was yanked, and it yanked back. Tim, now halfway in the tunnel, or the hole, seeing a rather large bluish-grey hand extending out towards him. And Tim, we ended, because that was your the action of your turn. Technically, you still have a bonus action if you would like to use it in any way, shape, or form. But you are somewhat. I mean, you're encased in water, so you're not quite falling down. It's more floating down this hole.
Have I seen the creature?
You've seen a hand. Due to the size of the tunnel, you can't really see much around it.
Can I try and, I don't know, try and make a call about what the hand might be attached to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a nature or a history check, whichever.
17 nature.
17 nature. It's definitely some kind of giant.
Okay.
It only makes sense that it's a giant of some kind. You're not sure what kind specifically. I mean, you're underwater, so it can't be a fire giant. It's probably not a hill giant, because it's quite large. But you're not really sure. I mean, you haven't come into contact with giants. This is just from tales.
But we know
from
it. We know
tradesmen
there's a
that
chance that it could be reasoned with, perhaps.
Perhaps.
At least we know it can talk.
Yes, and you've heard many traders that have come to your people for things and trading other stuff, such things. That tales of giants. They are somewhat intelligent. Some more than others. Some far less than others.
I don't know. Cry out. Cry out to the group.
Scream. I dig it. Okay, Tim is screaming. Garbled. Bubbles. It is now Guardian's turn. And what it did last time was absolutely useless. So I think its main focus is going to be dealing with the rather large giant ape in front of it.
Only large? I mean, get it right, mate.
Sorry, rather huge giant ape in front of it. Does a 20 hit?
Mm-hmm.
10 piercing damage on that. Which, do you still have to roll a con save?
Yep.
Okay, so base 10.
Well, I'm more caster, so I have it advantage.
Oh, yeah. Advantage. Base 10.
I pass, I think.
Be very, very surprised if you get below a 10.
It's just my... yeah. I've got a 10 total.
That definitely hits. I can tell you the ridiculous number. 14 damage plus piercing damage plus 9 necrotic damage.
Is that total?
Total is 23 damage, so that's 11. I'm gonna do this last one with a regular dice.
I pass. So, 15.
That's also going to hit you.
Hit me with your dragon stick.
16 piercing plus 8 necrotic, so that is 24 damage that time, which 12 on the con save.
Having only a con save thing of +1 is pretty brutal. Having advantage helps.
What'd you get? So you transform back. The giant 8 form goes. Elizora remains.
What was the size category for this dragon? Was it also huge?
It is large.
Large. Okay. Wow, the ape was bigger than it. Blimey.
Alarias, have a little think about what you're going to do. I just need to quickly do something.
Oh, we have a CC then.
Yes, we know it's we know it's AC, but we
Yeah.
don't really know much about its resistances apart from the ape punching it seemed to be fine,
Mm-hmm.
from what we could tell. Which is what non-magical bludgeoning, and that's about it. Other than that, we've got no. Because I don't think you've hit it with anything yet, have you?
Yeah, I was gonna do Chromatic Orb.
Mm.
Probably Thunder. Need to be
Yeah,
fine
or-
with Shatter. Thunder.
Oh yeah, because fire's less, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
think 'cause
I
like,
could
'cause
do
it's on-
Fireball, but
Because I don't think Arthur's said it's regenerated at all, so it might not have the regeneration.
I think
thing.
it's on half-ish.
Yeah, because so fire is going to be useless. I don't. Yeah, whatever. I don't think anything there is going to be. What was it? Cold, lightning, thunder, acid. I think there's another one.
yeah.
You don't have force or anything else in there, do you?
No,
Okay.
and Thunder. Yeah,
Yeah. Thunder's always a good one.
Thunder's probably a safe one.
Okay, please continue.
Is that my go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna go with the Chromatic Orb. I think I'm lined up okay. Yeah, it's like crazy range. Yeah, Chromatic Orb. Open big on this one. I'm going to 4th level slot,
Oh,
Fancy.
and I got exactly 17.
Nice.
exactly 17.
That's bloody close.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me check what the armor class is. Yep, no, yeah, that's the
yeah.
We know this already.
yeah. All right. Yeah, this is going to be thunder damage.
How many? Was it D8? How many is it?
6.
68. Still pretty decent.
There we go. 31. Thunder damage total.
31.
Yep.
As this chromatical spins through the water, the propulsion of this thunder damage making ripples through the very ocean you're in slams into this thing and just cracks every single bone on its body. It turns to face you, Alarias, and it stares with its void-like eye sockets. Vaela, what would you like to do?
Right. Well, when do I get to roll for the?
Elizora? No, Elena, sorry.
The fear.
Oh, the fear. Sorry. Yes. Apologies. The fear. Oh, it's just until the start of your next turn. It just fades.
Okay, so
At
I've
that
got.
point.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're no longer afraid.
Oh, is it Vaela's turn or Elena's turn?
It's Vaela's turn. Elena goes after you.
Okay, got you. Right. Well, considering. Oh, I'm not frightened of it anymore. Okay. I think. Even though I'm not frightened of it anymore, I think the best bet is for me to try and call Elena over to help me pull Tim back out of this hole. Because obviously, because
Thanks.
Tim especially was like panicked as well. You know. As well, you know. I don't know what Tim actually said, but I can't imagine it was anything good.
Oh, with Elena helping you, we can just combine her action into yours. It's advantage to pull him out of the hole.
Athletics, I assume.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Unnatural 20.
So you pull him out. Tim, you are thrust back up into the room, away from the pale blue giant hand.
You okay, Tim?
Thank you. I'll relay the information to the squad.
Yeah, reaction.
Yeah, I mean, does it look like he's like puppeteering the dragon? Am I on the right track?
sure. It was pale blue hand, came from the same hole.
Hmm. He's attached to the thread. Stands to reason.
I guess we deal with this thing and then deal with it. No sense splitting our forces.
Yeah, that's true. If it's not coming out of the hole.
Right. That was my action, wasn't it? So not really much else I can do. I suppose yeah, there's not really much I can do. So I will sort of move over here with the view to go and attack it on my next turn. Actually, no. Go up to here. Okay, I'm going to use dash. My because I can dash as a bonus to dash all the way over to here. I'm not out the room. I'm just sort of like against the wall
On the edge.
to basically flank before Elizora starts throwing out accusations.
I would never.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, so she's looking to flank, basically. That'll be hers. Her
So-
turn, Elena's done hers, helping her
At the
get out.
moment, just to let you know, its attention is currently looking at Alarias.
Fine.
Your dive was already noted.
Just as a little reminder. Okay, and Elaine used her go to help you. Right, Elizora, what would you like to do?
2 words. Eldritch Blast.
Really thought it was going to be Tea Party. Eldritch Blast.
The Boston
Okay.
Tea Party. That's a 25 and an 18 to both.
They're both going to hit.
Both hit. What am I adding? 4. That is a 16 total force damage. Pow.
It takes them both, chipping away a bone, cracking some. A couple pieces fling off and shatter. Seems like this thing's in a very weakened state.
Out of interest, as bits are flying off of it, what can we kind of like see the thread, or what the thread is doing underneath? Because I think you were saying like, oh, it stitched itself together with thread when it sort of formed. If some of this flesh is coming off, or sort of bone was flying off, can we kind of see what's happening underneath?
So where, like, bone is coming off, where things are loosening, where the thread was holding it together, the thread doesn't seem to fray.
Bless you.
Instead, where the bone has gone, there is a sever in the thread, and they wrap round the remaining bone where it can attach.
Okay, so it's just sort of okay.
And you actually, I think you would have probably seen this at one point, Vaela, but where the thread was cut through, it then reattached itself together.
So the
There's this glow of light between them as they
yeah.
stuck back.
So the body is sort of being beaten up, but the thread seems sort of to regenerate itself.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I can try Spirit Shroud, but it sounds like it's something more complex than restoring hit points to itself.
Yeah, because I don't think it's heal. Because the bits that are flying off aren't coming back on. They're not. It's not like catching it in midair and reattaching it, right? Because they're crumbling away. But it sort of suggests as well, like it would be hard to cut the thing as well, because it would just sort of somewhat regenerate. Obviously, I don't know if you just did a clear cut, what would happen, but it sounds like a bit like mending, the mending cantrip. See how it goes as we. We're not going to know what's going to happen until we kill this thing.
Tim, what are you doing?
I'm just thinking.
Unsure. Is anyone
because
desperate
you.
for healing?
I was thinking actually, if you know that there's a thing down there, I don't know if you've got an impression of whether it would actually fit up the hole, but I wonder if it's worth like partially sealing the hole, I put the lid like halfway across so it would have a harder time, getting up and getting out.
What do you think, Arthur? Did it look like it could climb out?
Whatever it is, it looks too big to get out of the hole.
Okay.
But then again, magic is a thing. You're not really sure how this thing works. This thing assembled itself outside of the hole so it could get through, so you have no idea what the other thing can or cannot do.
True. And like teleportation spells require you to see your destination as well.
I'm not saying sealing the hole won't do something, but
Yeah.
you've got to try to find out.
Yeah, is there anything we can push on the hole?
Well, there's the original lid, so that literally got slid off.
Yes. Let's...
Landed at the side, so...
When did it get slid off? At the start, when the thing animated, right?
When someone touched the axe.
Yeah. So,
I'm
I mean,
not
I
naming
could,
any names.
It's a team effort.
I could go for the axe, or I could do the lid. Or I could just hit it, try to take a hit.
I mean, again, it's down to whether Tim thinks it can get back up here. Based on his knowledge of magic. Versus just getting the
I
axe
mean,
and
if
run
it's
away.
using magic, the rock's not going to stop it though. The lid.
True.
Let's try the lid. Let's see what happens. I'm going to slide the lid back onto the hole.
Okay. Now, to lift this thing, could I have a athletics check, please?
Yes.
It is a very
14.
heavy marble, lid. 16.
14.
Try, Tim. You try with all your might, but it is dense. This thing is
Tixbo will help
heavy.
me until he gets his turn.
Well, if you want, you can have advantage with Tixbo's help.
Yeah. I can't guidance this though, can I?
No, I don't.
It's
think
guidance and an
guidance
action.
will
And my action would be pushing
Your
the
action
lid.
is doing
Yeah.
the thing. The
Cool,
thing about
but
guidance,
the
though, I'm pretty sure it has to be another creature, so you can't give yourself
You
guidance.
can give yourself.
You can give yourself guidance, yeah.
You can use your guidance. That's a 17 this time. I'm just checking what guidance actually is. Yeah, it's an action, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can't do this and give yourself guidance.
Yeah.
Alright, 17. I think with Tixbo also helping, I think you probably managed to get it up there in your turn, but now you got to slide it across over the
Just
lid.
another
with
turn.
17. Yeah, it's probably another turn just to push it to shut.
No response from the creature.
It doesn't seem to care about the lid. The bone dragon, I mean. It seems like its attention is very much focused on Alarias.
Any kind of noise from in the hole? Like annoyance or anger, concern, rage, emotion. Any of them.
Probably hear like a
That sounds like annoyed.
That's good.
Yeah. You don't want an evil chuckle. That's not what you want.
no.
Yeah.
No, you don't hear that. So,
Okay.
okay, so that's Tim's go. Back to Dragonbone. So go over to Alarias. It's going to start with that. That's definitely a hit, Alarias.
Shield.
That's still a hit, Alarias.
Oh no.
Oh.
To be
Wait.
fair, this thing's got multi-attack anyway. The shield's probably going to be useful, regardless. Unless that was
Yeah,
a
I
crit,
mean,
and
shield
then
does.
that's probably Alarias down. Because I think any type of crit's going to screw you over.
That's. I did really well on the dice. That's 16. Oh, sorry, 17 piercing damage.
Okay.
And the pinion of its wing bones slams down on you and begins and holds you in place.
Am I grappled then?
You are restrained.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
It will then being that Vaela is just there. So
Oh,
it's two
lovely.
other attacks at you.
What's the? Does it get repulsed? Because I got hit. My pole mark.
So read it out for me again, because I'm pretty sure I said if it stops the attack, or is it not if it stops the attack?
Well, it just says it makes me harder to hit with the AC upped, and then it repulses things back when I. Oh no, it's when I hit people. Oh, so that's someone else's ability, I think.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
it
Oh, yeah,
repulses
that's-
back when you like use a repulsion type.
Yeah.
Like it
That's the
adds
extra
to it.
knockback.
Right. Okay. So first attack. Do you have anything that buffs your AC, Vaela?
Oh, me? Sorry. No, 15. It's 15.
Righto. Oh, worse than the damage die. So that's 8 piercing
Okay.
and 8 necrotic.
Okay, so 8 piercing. 8 necrotic, yeah?
8 necrotic. So
Right, so I only take
that'll
4
be
for that.
4 for you.
Yeah.
And then it hits you again. Its final attack. That is 14 piercing
Oh, that's not pleasant.
and another 8 necrotic. So another 4 necrotic for you.
I tell you what, that resistance, that resistance came in very handy then. But that would have been what, an extra
Oh
8?
yeah, would it done as well?
Yeah, that would have been.
Just see what HP you're on.
Yeah, that would have been painful.
Okay, it turns like its neck round to the rest of you. Alarias, it is your go. You are restrained.
Remember, you
Do
do
I
a
roll a
misty
check
step
to get
as
out?
well.
You can, if it's an athletics check. You'd like
Okay.
to get out.
I'm gonna
But-
try. I
does it
want to
say-
save some block and the teleportation in case things go really bad.
Yeah, but you've got Fey teleportation. I think can't you use that? Can you use that outside? I think you can. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can learn Misty Step, and once per short rest, you can cast it without using a slot. So if you're worried about slots, you can use Misty Step because it's pure verbal. That's one of the best. It's the best way to kind of get
Yeah.
out of stuff like that,
That's if you want to use that now, you know.
Yeah, I kind of want to
Save it.
save it.
and it's a
Yeah.
bonus, so you get your action as well. Oh, that's fine.
I'll save it. I've still got a bit of health left.
Okay.
I'm alright. Okay, I'm gonna roll for athletics. Only
Oh,
minus
that's
1.
He's restrained.
11.
Be a no then. You are still stuck in the pinions. But that was your action. You have a bonus action. So if the Misty Step thing is technically a bonus action, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could still use
Yeah.
that.
He's looking pretty weak.
He is looking pretty weak.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. That'll be
Cool.
my turn.
Vader, we'll go back to you. What would you like to do?
Right. I am going to go to town on it. I think. It said it was pretty weak, right?
It looked pretty weak, yeah.
Okay. I think because she's pretty weak, she's going to put the defense rapier on defense, so she's going to have 3 extra AC. And
Smart.
go to attack. I don't get flanking, do I? Or do I get flanking?
Well, it's because it's restrained Alarias, its attention is on you from those last two
Okay.
attacks. So, sorry, I should probably rotate the thing to kind of explain the siege. Okay.
Well, that's
One
a miss
little
then.
claw in Alarias. The eyes are on you.
Okay, that's a 16, so that's not going to hit. Storm Sword hits.
Because it's so big, is Vaela within 5 feet of Alarias and the thing? Because it's just technically still count as a solo attempt.
What does that do?
Well, that's a good point, actually.
It's just
'cause
large, right?
If
technically,
no
in
other
your current position, you're not in your 5-foot range. You are 10 foot away, so you need to move down a square to be within 5-foot range.
of the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it makes no difference at this point.
Yeah, the only
She'll
issue
move.
is that does make you 5 foot. Yeah, there you go. So that
There you go.
works.
Yeah, so I'll go to that then, so I can get my rackish audacity. So yeah, so then the sneak attack will hit on that one. So the
Does not give you advantage as well.
no, it doesn't. Unfortunately, it just says I don't need advantage to
Okay,
sneak
fair,
attack,
fair.
so I'll get sneak attack basically.
Fair.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 slashing with the storm sword, and my sneak attack, which is what is my sneak attack nowadays? 4d6. 17.
How would you like to destroy the guy?
So it turned to bite me, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. What I'm gonna do. So the first one missed, right? So the first one would have missed, and it would have sort of looked. They looked up, and then with the storm sword, basically just stabs it underneath the bottom of the neck, and just scrapes it down the neck,
As you
sort of
scrape
running into it.
down the neck, running through it, the bone just collapses and crumbles through it. Everything attached to its spinal column just falls, and like a massive old dinosaur fossil not put together properly, just falls apart, each spinal column dropping as Vaela goes through, and then as it crumbles, golden thread is left. Vaela,
That's-
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Alarias, I need you to roll a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw, please.
Oh,
We're talking about the thread and the whips
The
back.
thread's gonna try and get us, isn't it?
I need Elena to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, no.
Tim,
14.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
And Tixbo, because he's helping.
Everybody.
Oh,
Tim.
and Tixbo, of course. Tixbo was helping Tim, so Tixbo will also need to roll a dexterity saving throw. The only one out of range is Elizora.
Feels good. Not gonna lie.
17 from me. That's an 18 for Tixbo.
17 from you, 18 for Tixbo.
Correct.
Vaela?
Okay.
Alarias?
Man, hers
Elena.
was.
I got 14.
I'm just seeing if there's anything I can do to make my dex save better, but I don't think I can because it's not a spell. Oh well, hers is bad. What's the other one? Well, Elena got 19. Vaela got a 9.
Right, everyone who got an 18 and up, you dodged the thread. Everyone that didn't, just quickly remind me who didn't. So, Tim, you didn't.
I didn't.
Vaela
Vaela
didn't.
didn't.
I didn't.
Alarias didn't. Okay. Now, all three of you, the most important thing for you right now is to guard that green orb in the middle. And right now, Elena, Tixbo, and Elizora all look like they want to get it. So, my command word to all of you is defend.
Right. Okay. So I think Vaela would move here between Elizora and the box.
Do we react now? Do we wait for our turn?
Is it combat still technically?
Oh, is it still combat? We still
Yeah.
Combat's still going, but
Okay, I'll wait.
Vaela was still technically your go, and you
Okay.
had movement, so you could move.
Okay. Right, she'll move here. Weapons drawn at Elizora. Glassy-eyed, I imagine.
Elizora, as Vaela comes towards you, much like the gold thread, Vaela's eyes are pure gold.
She
Not
hit.
not like a glowing gold, like a metallic gold. like her eyes have been replaced with spheres of gold placed in their instead.
So, like, they were hit by the thread,
Mm-hmm.
and thread's gone, or is the thread touching them?
Thread is now attached to all of them. They are all interconnected by the thread.
Where is Vaela connected?
Vaela is at the top of the thread. The
No,
end
but
of the
where on her body is the thread attached? Is it like wrapped around her leg, or is it like a snake, or is it just like touching her?
So it's wrapped around her torso, like around her waist, I'd say, a bit like a belt, and then up and over one of her shoulders, up her arm, her blade hand, and then the thread finishes there. Alarias, the thread is wrapped around your shoulders, a bit like a scarf, and then it twists down like a bandolier around your back, mainly around towards your spellbook hand. I can't remember. How does Alarias have a staff or a wand or?
Yeah,
does he
he's
just
got a
use
staff.
spellbook? He's got a
Staff
staff,
in his right hand.
and it wraps and hooks around the arm holding the staff. Comes back round. Tim, it is wrapped around your waist. Goes very near to the dangerous loincloth of Void, and then wraps back up towards your brother's skull.
Even the thread knows not to go near that area.
Yep, even the thread knows. And then from there, it tethers back to the hole.
So what's happening with the lid now that Tim's?
Well, Tim got it
I
up
must
there.
have dropped it.
It's now kind of just balanced on the edge, I'll say. So it's up there, but it's not been slid across.
Chicks, get that lid on. And Elizora will Eldritch Blast the captain. That makes the most sense.
You will
Yeah.
have disadvantage because you are right next to her.
That's alright. I don't think I need a very high hit to hit the old captain, by memory.
Bear's already waited to do that for a while.
There's a reason why.
Any
It's-
excuse.
So I'll do one at a time. So the first blast I rolled an 18 total.
That's it. No. Yeah, he meets it, beats
Meets
it.
it, beats
'cause-
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's 9 force damage.
That's her down.
What happens to the thread now that Vaela is unconscious?
If she's unconscious, it's still attack.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn it.
oh boy.
I might as well do the other one. To Alarias, I go. A name for Alarias.
Which who has shield up still.
Still
Right.
has shield up.
Because
Yeah.
you used
Got
it when
to
it
the
hit you
start
when you
of
haven't had your
next
turn yet.
Still has the
Yeah.
shield up. So
That's a
current
20
AC is 21.
That's a 20. I rolled a 25,
Oh, you got it.
and that's max 14 damage.
Okay. He's still up.
Okay.
Barely.
And it's like, what's going on? Why does Captain look so weird? And you too, Alarias? What on earth?
We like respond to anything. No, we can't communicate.
It is like you are in a room surrounded by glass, but you cannot escape. You can see everything going on, but you cannot break the glass.
So, do I basically now command Elena and Tixbo in this moment then? Cause... Cool.
Yeah,
So,
I will allow them to go on your turn as well to make
Yeah.
things a bit easier.
so I mean, I said to Tix get the lid on, so I'll have Elena do this help.
Okay, so roll me a athletics check.
my own athletics.
Yeah, it's not athletics check for you, is it? Essentially, if you've got anything that's a +0, but add your proficiency modifier, or anything equivalent to your proficiency modifier, or roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier yourself. I'm sure you're perfectly capable. You're like just trying to tell you to do a bunch of things that's calculating.
With advantage, I assume.
Yep, with advantage.
Okay, proficiency yields a number derived from your level, which can be found at the top of your. That is a 16 with help.
16.
You get it the rest of the way.
Just the extra amount of push, they managed to seal it, but the thread still dangles out, and they are all still attached.
They go limp? Did the thread go limp? What is it? No? Doesn't react? No.
Won't react. Still attached to them, still moving.
Does it at least feel like it's not coming out anymore? Like it's stuck?
Yes, it can't go out anymore, but there was a bit of slack. So you can move, basically, if you were to still be attached to the thread and wake up, Vaela couldn't leave the room. She could get to the edge of the vault door, and that would be as far away as she could get.
Like a dog on a chain.
Like a dog on a chain.
Like a dog on a chain.
Like a dog on a chain. Right, okay. Who's next? Tim. Defend.
I'm defending, aren't I? Is healing my fallen allies part of the deal?
Totally valid. Totally valid
Great.
to get your threaded allies back up.
So Vaela went down.
Yep, Vaela went down.
So cure
Alarias
wounds
is
in the
injured.
2nd level, it's max because you're on 0 hit points.
Yes.
So that's 16 plus 3, 19 to you.
Very nice. Thank
That's
you.
my action. Bonus action. Well, I've already cast a spell, so I can't put Spirit Shroud on, can I? I'm just gonna spit at my former comrades. Like foaming at the mouth. You will not get this!
Alarias, what would you like to do?
I
Defend.
should probably, I should probably move closer. Yeah, I'm gonna move closer to the green thing. Wow. And then I'll look at Lena. Gotta go for different targets here.
Yeah. Spread the
Um,
damage.
No, actually, you know what? No. Screw that. He just got hit by Elizora. Whoever he last got hit by is just gonna focus on them. So Elizora, she'll get a.
Say the level
Yeah,
first. Don't. No, because I can counter. I can counter. If you, I can counter spell you. So if you were gonna do a level spell, let me know.
Oh
the
no,
level.
I just do a cantrip. I mean,
Okay.
technically, I can choose the least amount of damage, right? I'm not forced to
No,
use my biggest spell, am I?
I've said defend.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will allow you to interpret that as you see fit.
Okay.
You are still in there, you're just not in control. So if there is some discomfort, much like if you had to go against, I don't know, a friend in an army, you didn't agree with them, but you had to, then it's that kind of like, look,
You have to. You don't want to.
yeah,
Deep down.
have to,
so.
don't want to do now.
Yeah, he'll hurl Ray of Frost at Elizora. 6 plus, 12 to hit. Misses.
Yeah, it misses. My AC is 13.
That's it.
Is Elizora like resistant to cold as well? Or am I imagining that?
Yes, I am resistant to cold.
Oh, she is.
There's cold in these depths.
Yeah.
Good point. Right. Vaela, back up to you.
Well, looks like it's time to go and attack Elizora.
See, I love that, like, Dan's like, I don't have to go, like, full hog, do I? And Sonny's like, give me the way.
I want all the smoke.
I'm taking this as repressed Vaela is done with Elizora's bullshit. And it's
I mean,
just
I did just knock her out, so...
And exactly as well, like just compounded everything. Like she's gonna go full damage on this, so the rapier's gonna go full on attack mode as well.
There's definitely... I could feel the repressed rage vibes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can feel it. Cut it with a knife, which she will try and do. Right. It's probably not enough though. Oh no, you're 9 plus. It's really awkward that it has the 3, so 15 to hit. I'm assuming I won't get sneak attack because Tim's next to me, and he would have touched me to heal me, so he's right next to me.
Yeah, but you still get flank, don't you?
Well, I don't know.
No one's flanking me.
I don't think I'm flanking though.
Oh no, yeah, no, you're right.
Because because my thing says
yeah,
if you are within 5 feet of it and no other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage. So because Tim is within 5 feet of me, it's not 1v1 bro. I don't
you
get
could
that.
move if you want to.
Oh no, because she wants to be between Elizora and the thing.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
defend.
thing.
defending.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So
That's
fine.
Command is defend.
yeah. So well, it's a good thing you don't get the sneak attack at least.
Goody.
And then,
Pretty good.
7 plus 6, so 13 on the first one, and that's definitely a hit. And 8 on the second one.
I could so hellish rebuke you right now.
You could hellish rebuke me right now.
I could so... I don't want to waste my last slot though.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
That's strategic decisions.
Oh. So is that how much damage was that? Something 8.
The second one, yeah, the second one was 8.
Yeah. Oh, I can so right now. It'd be amazing. But it's fire and we're underwater, so no, because that would be half.
Yeah,
It would be
my
half,
celestial thing ran out because I went unconscious.
Yep.
Wait, does it?
Yeah, it goes off when you go on.
Your transformation lasts for 1 minute or until you end it as a bonus.
Oh,
There's nothing on here to say.
going to 0.
Going to like when, because normally it says like, when you go unconscious.
Yeah, when you go to 0. Oh,
But
okay,
it
it's
doesn't
still active then.
mention that. Right, so I get to add. Well, it's not much. 3 extra radiant. On top of that.
Total or across the, or is that per hit?
Just total. Once.
It's getting juicy now, boys.
Oh yeah. And that's her done.
And girls, there's 2 female characters here.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking to players. I'm not speaking to,
Yeah.
to your
That's a good
characters.
save.
Good save. Do not make me destroy this castle with you inside. I'll do it.
I will fucking dare you.
Double dare ya.
You end this campaign right in here very second.
We might end up doing that ourselves. We're half of the party is against the other half of the party. It might just happen anyway.
That's true. Well, there's risks,
Yeah.
Elizora, what would you like to do?
She will command. First of all, she wants to command Elena to pick up the axe to cut the thread.
Mm-hmm.
But
Might need an athletics strength check for Elena.
It's the same as proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
That is 15.
She just about manages it, picking it up. She gets 1 swing. Roll an attack roll, please. Plus proficiency, essentially.
16.
16. As she brings the axe down, the thread is cut. As it slams against the marble. When it does, the rest of the thread begins to dissolve. All the way round each of you it dissolves. However, I need you all to make a constitution saving throw, please.
Everybody, or
Just the
I should-
people wrapped in the thread.
Oh, 7.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
8.
You know what? That was better than my roll. Because I got a 6.
Jesus.
Our heads
Well-
just explode.
You all fail.
To no effect. You still have to defend.
To no effect. No, I'm joking. You all fail, which means as the burning light of this golden thread begins to burn away like a fuse, as it goes past you, it sears you with radiant energy. You're lucky.
Yeah.
That is a
Oh, no.
total.
Depends how much it is, I guess. How much damage it is.
I'm going down.
17 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Burns through all of you as it goes through and past.
Okay. I take 8.
And Alarias is down.
Tim should be fine.
Tim can handle 17.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh,
he's
sorry.
fine.
Let me do that.
The question is if Tim has any more healing.
I do.
Good job, Elena.
Question is, are we ourselves again?
She like drops the thing and then is like, "That is a very heavy axe."
Hey, why don't you guys put it back on the lid like it was before, just in case?
Like between them, they manage to like place it back and try to organize it a little bit. Combat is now over. Your eyes fade back to view. It was very much as if you were just in a dream.
I think Alarias is down.
Yes.
Yes, Alarias is still dreaming. Alarias, could you just make like one death save for me, just for kicks?
Working on it. Working on it. Oh, I mean,
I
spare the
reckon
dying. Bonus action.
During the time that like Tim's coming through, you probably get like one death save in. Okay, cool. That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
good to know.
yeah.
I saved all my 4th level slots. That's all I have left.
Oh. Well, if you... I was saving it for you, but I do have healing hands, which is 3d4.
Maybe-
But
Maybe use that.
I only get one of those. They was mostly
that.
saving it for you.
Because if we have to fight this giant downstairs,
Okay.
I've got some big spells I can use.
All right.
Well, the
To
combat.
be fair, 3d4 on Alarias is quite a lot, you know.
Yeah, yeah. For me,
You have this green egg-like structure in front of you, multiple shifting plates. There is
Perfect.
a
Sorry.
cog
Mm,
multiple cogs underneath. There's no discernible like dial or handle or even keyhole here.
Hey, Madman, you can come in here now.
You get 12, by the way, Alarias. I rolled max.
sweet. Thank you.
The keeper is gone. The keeper is gone. The keeper is left.
And the axe is back on the lid as well.
Lid is safe for now. For now, safe is here. Safe is where we are. Safe is this place. Safe from evil. Safe.
When I was during that little.
Yeah, what the
whatever
fuck was that?
I don't know. I cut the thing. I thought, we killed the thing, and the next thing I know, I'm standing over here, trying to stab you.
I know.
There's also a man downstairs.
Oh,
There's a
Very
man
no.
large
downstairs?
man.
A large man. Well, as long as that stays on, I think
Giant,
we're okay
giant,
from the
giant,
large man.
giant.
All I remember is that I had a sudden compulsion to defend this thing behind me, which would stand to reason that there is something, at least if it's not what we're after, it should be something fairly valuable. She'll turn to sort of face it. Is there like a way to open this thing? Is like a door, latch, lock, anything?
It is almost like an egg of shifting emerald plates. There is no discernible pattern. There is no keyhole. There is no dial. It is just this shell.
What
of
happens when you touch it?
shields. Do you touch it?
Sure.
Vaela will touch it. Sure.
Okay.
But she's probably trying to figure out what the hell this thing is anyway.
As you touch it, with the gentlest of touches, these plates that are on top of each other will begin to spin at incredible speed. Nothing seems to open, but they all begin to spin. And as they're spinning, a bit like the barrier you saw before, something begins to form around the shell. And it's very slowly forming this barrier around it.
Can I try and stop the spinning? Like forcibly stop the spinning?
With your bare hand?
If they're quite, if it's that fast.
It's like sticking your hand in a fan.
Yeah.
We can stop fans though.
You can.
I would-
I'm not saying I won't stop it.
Okay,
But,
this will be a very,
you know.
this is gonna be a very bad idea. But she'll use her dagger to try and stop it.
Okay. Roll me
Mhm.
just a pure strength roll.
God, +0, lovely. That's a 5.
Dagger rips out your hand, is thrown across the room.
Wow, there goes that idea. Alarias, can you stop whatever this magical stuff is before it sort of gets, before it becomes an issue? She's gonna go off and fetch her dagger.
Or can I do a check to make sure that it is magical? Or
You
was
can do
this
an
like-
Arcana check
I just want to double
to
check.
kind of generally discern what the magic is from
Yeah.
observation.
Oh, I could do identify, but
You could do identify, but I will allow an Arcana check just to observe
Yeah.
what it's doing and what it looks like.
that could be like quick check. 15.
15. It looks like whatever it's doing, the mechanized plates are generating like an abjuration shield around this thing, similar to the barrier that was in the room. And it seems to be, as they gain speed and momentum, more of the shield appears and envelops the entire object. Just close what is open, open what is closed, close it, to open it, close it, open it, it's closed, closed, closed.
Yeah, there's some abjuration magic on this. Okay, I'll cast a spell magic on it.
It's just suddenly the really fast moving plates just begin to slow down. And then there's just a and then they're stopped.
Right. Well, okay.
Be my guess.
The only issue is we have now is we can't touch it again. But what was it you were saying? Well, we still don't know this guy's name, do we? We don't know this guy's name, do we?
Let's shut the vault door.
Because that's what he was saying, right? Shut it to open.
Closed
Right?
open.
That's what I think. That's closed to open.
Close, opens, the close, we open, close, close to open.
Well, I don't really like this idea too much, but based on that,
There's
and he was right
windows,
about-
right? There's windows we can get out.
No, I don't think so. Oh well, yes, there is, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
There's
suppose
windows.
because either way, the only way out is through the hole. Right,
That's
in
true.
theory, because we can't open this thing from the way out, from the inside, I'd imagine.
Are they
mean,
breakable windows?
Can we
that
see?
can
Can we
click
see?
through?
Actually, can we see the back of the doors? Is there like a dial or something on the back to open it?
No.
No. So once we close that, we're locked in.
Well, if the dials move, yes.
But the dials didn't before. They didn't reset.
No, but
Who knows, right?
Actually, no, to be fair, the dial's set in the wrong place.
I thought they moved because we had to reset them, right?
No, but the dial is set in the wrong place. We had to move it, move the day thing or the
Oh,
year,
to stop the barrier.
stop the barrier. So if we
If
do
we have-
close it,
We have to set it back, and the barriers will come back up.
yeah.
Could I use an unseen servant to do that like, while we're inside? Or is that too complicated?
it's
I'll
quite
make it clear.
complicated for an unseen
Yeah.
servant. I
Like,
think
I mean, if you've got an hour, we can summon the familiar to do it.
Mm.
a familiar would have a better chance, especially if it's an octopus again, because they could suction the dials in the
dials.
appropriate manner.
That might be worth it. I don't think we're on a time Well,
We
the only
kind of
time
are.
restraint is brother. That's the only problem, and I think we have been taking the piss with that.
Or whatever
quite a bit.
the giant underneath might
Haven't
want to
been too
change his
bad
mind.
actually, because it's combat's only seconds.
Yeah.
No, true, but then it was all the it was like wasn't it like a bunch of
Figuring stuff
half
out.
an hours or
Mm.
something we did.
I have a clock. Don't worry.
That's what worries me.
Have
How
a-
okay?
have a-
How
I just
how
need to break these.
Or I
Sorry,
mean,
just go ahead.
let's go down this route. Let's put Elena or a Tixbo outside
Yeah.
and tell
yeah,
him the
that's what I
code.
Yeah, that's way better. That's way better.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. Yep, we'll do that.
And we're like, if
I
we
mean, to be
back,
fair, you could probably even get rid of get Tixbo out there. We probably
Yeah.
keep Elena and get
Yeah,
Tixbo.
Elena's
You
better
don't
in
need
fight.
two of them.
put Tixbo. That's what I mean. Like we put one of them outside. We can
Yeah.
even message them to say let us out again.
I mean,
Yeah.
they'll be able to hear us anyway. But yeah,
Well, just in case, right? We can use message to communicate with them still.
as long as Arthur doesn't make him roll a history check to see if he remembered the code.
Again, we can message to get it to him.
We can like
But
write
don't you have
down.
to
I'm sure
see
we've
him
got.
to message? I thought you had to like poke
No,
or do you just point?
You just point.
Okay, does that go through?
They gotta be
services?
they gotta be within
yeah.
range, but
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, but that seems like the way better solution to that.
this, no, it's like,
Yeah.
let's just simplify things again. And
Yeah, that's simply yeah. No, we'll do that. It'd be actually interesting as well because we never looked at all these chests, all these boxes in here because the dragon stopped us. It'd be worth
it's worth a
opening
poke.
those boxes.
It's worth a poke.
It's worth,
Well, yeah,
worth-
I'm not sure if message
worth
would work.
doing some looting. Right,
1 inch.
Matt's figured out the simplified plan.
Okay, give me the simplified plan.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, we'll send Tixbo outside, and we can message him to because we can say to before he leaves, this is the code, whatever it is, and then to say when we message you, open the door again if we need to.
What are the limits of message again?
It's just the range. So 120 feet, you point a finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier. Magic silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, 3 foot of wood. Blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have a follow straight line and can travel freely around corners through openings.
I mean, if that's not going to work, because we can test it out, right? We just knock. We have a special knock.
Well, no, because if the barriers will awaken.
Right.
Assume as soon as that door shuts, everything turns back on, and we have to stay within the confines of the pillars. If we have to stay within the confines of the pillars, we can't necessarily knock unless we use like a mage hand or something to knock on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we could do. Because I think Mage Hand went through it
Yeah.
without much of an issue. So yeah, we just use Mage Hand to knock if message doesn't work to get through.
Can you knock with mage hand?
Use an object.
right.
There's objects in the thing
Yeah.
we can use to.
Yeah, because it can
Oh, yeah,
carry,
the
it can
battle
carry
objects.
stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I was
Yeah.
going to say the hand itself is spectral, so
But then you can use it to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stone retrieve an item. So it can interact with physical objects.
Yeah, but knocking needs weight.
Yeah, all right, but
yeah, no, I.
There's
10
objects
pounds.
in
So
the
you
room.
can carry 10
But
pounds.
there's objects in the room, so that's totally valid.
Yeah.
Shall we before Tixbo shuts the door? Shall we, as you said, something? Shall we just open a chest to see what's what? These.
Yeah, around the room if they're there, if they are really there. These
Yeah,
things.
there are chests there.
Open the
You're
chest.
going to open the chests? Which
Yep.
one are you opening first, the west or the east one?
West.
It's a
Spiders.
So you open the chest. It is empty.
Just because Vaela obviously hasn't seen what Elizora's did, before she opens this, she's going to stab it with her dagger. Because there are too many chests here that we try to kill her.
It does nothing.
Okay, then she'll try and open it.
you find a key.
What inside?
hmm A key made of pure gemstone.
Is it like Is it like a keyblade key? I don't know why I said it
Yes.
keyblade, or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a door key.
It's a regular key with a key blade, but it is completely like crystal and
Cool.
sort of gemstones.
Is there a like
Alright,
point to the egg? Like,
Potentially, yeah, potentially. Just gonna crystal. I'll put a crystal key, crystal gem key, for now, just so that I've got something. But yeah, she'll try it on the. Well, she'll get to that.
Yeah, what were the other
Is
two?
it-
I think there's one here at the bottom.
There's
Bottom
one
right,
down
bottom
here. Is there
left.
one down here as well?
Elizor's not gonna look anymore since the first one was empty.
Fair.
When you open that one, Alarias,
Yeah, with mage hand.
it feels like you guys don't trust me.
I did. I mean, it's just, there's no
She went full in.
As you
full trust.
These could be baby mimics. We could be walking into a nursery for all we know.
Yeah.
As you open this one, you find there is a leather-based parchment, seemingly some kind of scroll.
Okay. I'll open it up to read.
Looks to be a scroll of fireball.
Nice.
Handy. I'll pass that to Elizora.
I can't do this.
I know this spell. Oh no, you can't do it. I'll keep it at hand. Or
We can still keep it, right? Because it means
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
cast it without a slot, so it's a free fireball essentially. Is that one here as well? The one there?
That's more of a cabinet.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing nothing. Is there anything in the cabinet?
But the cabinet has a key lock on it.
Okay, we'll get to that. She'll check. Vaela will check this chest again, stabbing it with a dagger just in case. She's never going to trust a chest ever again.
Nothing happens. So
Okay.
when you open the chest, inside you find wrapped in quite a large, what looks like leaf, something that probably should have decayed over time, but it's kind of like a palm leaf, and it's wrapped around these 7 rocks. Each one's kind of got this like geometric pattern to it, and there are sort of like crystals amongst one side of it, where the other side is more like a dullen stone.
I think that'll be a job for Alarias' identify at some point, because that's weird. Actually, I put that in my notes as well. So going back to this cabinet then,
Mhm.
does it have a sort of keyhole that resembles the key I found?
Very similar.
How sturdy is this key, by the way? If it's made out of crystal and quite thin, it's not going to snap, is it? Like as soon as I use it.
I know you can try it.
How strong is this cabinet? What's this cabinet made out of?
It looks like it's made of a combination of metal and wood.
I was wondering if it's easier just to break this thing open the old-fashioned way, than waste my glass key essentially trying to open the damn thing.
It'll be
And
fine.
you said there was no. You said there were no keyholes on the egg.
What you can see.
I think before she tries anything else, just because it is so ornate, she'll just hold the key up to it just to see the egg, to see if it reacts in any way. Just
No
nothing
reaction.
holds it. No. All right then. I guess she'll put it in this cabinet. And see what happens.
You open the cabinet.
Wait. Should I stab it with a dagger first?
Of course you are. All right, it's
course.
fine. Nothing
Okay.
happens. It's you scratch the ornate pattern along the wood. Anyway, you open. There are many books in here. Seemingly, this cabinet has somehow preserved them.
Hmm.
And speaking of,
So-
actually, thinking about it,
Okay.
you don't, when you scratch it, I'm gonna say that, when you scratch it, it doesn't ruin the ornate pattern. In fact, any scratches you leave seem to be like when you get a scratch on the car and then you manage to rub it off, kind of thing. It's just a blemish. It's not actually a scratch.
Oh, okay. That's quite impressive. How big is this? How big is this cabinet?
It's
that as
only
big as-
small. It's like a small bedside table kind of size. It's a small
Okay.
cabinet.
Might be worth taking this with us later, because that'll be quite a handy little thing to have. Alarias, this thing seems to be full of books. You're the book guy. See
And
if
now
what
that
you
you've
can make of
opened
this.
it and the water is coming in, they are beginning to.
Be fast. Be
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, I'll get those protected in a little pouch or knapsack he's got or
Do you
something.
have your bag of holding? Who has a bag of holding?
Oh, I think I've
No
got.
one?
Have I got the bag of?
Yeah. Do we have
Cool.
one?
Probably didn't take it with us. It's probably back on the ship.
Is
Oh,
it a ship
I think
bag
it
of
might be,
holding?
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
yeah,
You
because
can
it's
try.
a ship's bag of holding. But then, obviously, I wouldn't have brought that with me.
Only Ember had the bag of holding.
Yeah. Well, we need to get one of those. Yeah, no, we haven't got a bag of holding. Okay. I guess for now then. Well, if we can't do anything about this, I guess we just close it and come back for it later.
But the
We
water's
can
coming
take
in.
it with us. Well, hopefully it'll sort itself out.
Do
Well,
you
she'll
shut
try.
it again?
Yeah, she'll shut it again.
When you shut it and lock it, the water seems to dissipate and everything inside it begins to burn back up and rejuvenate as if untouched.
Nice. We'll take this with us because this could be. I mean, if whoever this was, if they went through so much effort, and this can't have been a cheap thing to make, to preserve these books, they must be important. So we'll do it when we're not underwater, if we can. Didn't suppose you took a quick glance at any of the titles on these books before I closed it?
I don't know. Is my perception that good that I can do it in seconds?
Roll perception.
Passive perception 15. Okay, let me roll. No,
I
that
see.
is that is terrible.
I tell you,
7.
this might be gaming the system slightly, but she could, in theory, just keep opening and closing it until you've gotten a good read of
Oh,
it.
for
Because
the love
it's
of Christ. Anyway, as you're doing this, as you're
Yeah.
pilfering the room, there is a groan from ahead. How much longer?
Not much longer. I think we're here, and I've nearly got the key. We haven't got much time. Man. Okay. Take Spo. Go outside. Here's the code. We'll knock 3 times, and you'll open us up back up again. And then you have to move down to 01 at the end to allow us back out.
You just nods.
Everyone else, Madman, do you want to stay in or do you want to stay out?
The place of the barrier. The barrier is safe. Safe with you. Safe.
And it is. Everyone wants to be this side of the barrier, get inside.
Elena's like, I do not like small spaces.
fair enough. Sure.
Alarias, you coming in?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, I'd leave up.
Alright, let's go.
Is Elizora actually there, by the way?
Yeah.
Right there.
Should be within the thing because it's a straight line, isn't it?
On the edge.
It's fine.
Alright. So, what's the initial plan? Are you doing the test first with the door shut? See if they can still hear you?
Nah, just go whole hog. Just
Oh, straight in. Right. You hear the mechanism just click. Elizora, could Could you make a dexterity saving throw, please? Being within 5 feet of the barrier.
We were within 5 feet of the barrier before, though.
From
All
the
around,
outside.
all around
From
the
the
edge.
outside, looking in the door, and then
Yeah,
you
we
walked
s-
around it.
We scooted
From
around the edge.
from the inside of the barrier, could you make a dexterity saving throw with being within 5 feet of the barrier, please?
Boo.
Fuck me.
You don't know what this thing does.
Boo. Boo.
Which is an interesting side effect, right? Because it means that this barrier is designed to keep stuff in rather than keep stuff out.
Yeah. That's a 16.
16. Right, you pull yourself away as almost like gravitational magnetism pulls you towards the barrier, standing so close to it, as if something's trying to suck you in. The minute you step away, it is as if that pulling is gone.
She'll make it look as if she just stepped closer.
Fair enough.
Right, man, what you got for us?
Well, we're just looking to see if this thing does anything now that it's shut.
It is a bunch of plates. Egg. Looks like a very large amount of shields.
Open up the clothes, we're closed.
All overlapped over each other.
Come on, madman.
Hmm.
What you got for us?
Close to open, open to close, close to open. Close lid, close, close on lid, lid must be closed, close, lid. Opens the thing.
The lid, what? The lid is
Close
closed.
to close the lid. Lid of what? Lid of thing? Lid of place? Lid of who? Lid of house? Lid of no. Lid of God. No. Lid of egg. Egg lid. Where's the egg lid?
Thing
Is
has
there
a
a lid?
lid.
For the egg.
Do you want to feel around?
On the top of it. Yeah, I mean, is there a space? How tall? I mean, how tall is this egg? Is this thing as tall as us?
It's probably just
Taller than
under
us?
you, but it is quite tall. But it's probably just under like chins for the
Right.
shortest people.
Is the top bit got any plates on it? The spinning bits.
It's all plates. As you approach it to touch it, it does not seem to react to your touch this time.
Right. Okay. So what would happen if she? He sort of said this thing has a. So I imagine like the top plate is more like a sort of like a. God, how do I like a circle, like a concave circle?
Mm-hmm.
Does that lift up in any way or twist off?
Doesn't seem to.
And if she moves any of the other plates, does it start reacting violently again?
No. They spin when you make them, but they don't react to you touching them now. Alarias, you look like you were going to say something.
I was gonna say we should feel around for like a hidden button.
You want to feel around?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
21.
21. Alarias, as you're feeling around for these things, all of these plates shift and spin, and you kind of keep feeling around. They all shift and spin, all shift and spin, all shift and spin, until eventually you find underneath one doesn't move, and you kind of just feel for it a little bit, and as you push it, it doesn't spin, it slides. And you slide it back, and when you do, there's just a slight ching as something flicks, and then a bunch of the rotating shields, instead of rotating from the center where they had been, they all rotate from a single point, and all of them spin away from this opening, from the main part you just slid underneath, like curtains pulling apart. And as these plates, discs, spin away, there you have in front of you this ornate looking conch. It is a small conch that then extends out to a long stemmed pipe with holes down it. It is pink and white with blemishes of what's the word, like a cerise kind of tone to it. But generally it mostly looks like this whitish shell colour.
Wow.
And it is presented on a emerald green cushion.
Well, isn't that fancy? Elizora, what do you reckon? Is this it?
Looks like it.
Only one way to
Yeah.
find out.
She'll grab it and it's like, let's go.
You sure you want to just grab it like that?
Well, I've grabbed it.
She's grabbed it.
I know, I know. But she'll say it anyway.
Sure. I had other artifacts, they were fine.
Elizora, you begin to hear whispers in your head. They start to get louder. You hear familiar voices, non-familiar voices. Then you hear this undertone of singing. As if you were at the opera, this strong, constant note. But then the pitch turns high and it gets ever increasingly louder and louder and louder until you can't really hear anything else. While you carry the whistle by touch, you are deafened. I will also state at the moment you do not want to put it down.
Of course.
But if anyone tries to talk to you, it is as if they are trying to speak through the loudest of high-pitched noises.
So this brings an interesting question about my features.
Mm-hmm.
Because while
Technically,
I'm
because you're
underwater,
underwater,
I can understand them still. I think I just trying to get the exact phrasing because that's
yeah, if it says something about hearing, then no. But if it's about
any
them
creature that
speaking,
is also fully submerged can understand your speech and you can understand theirs.
yeah, so there's no requirement on hearing them. The requirement is that they can speak and that you can speak. If you were then turned mute from this, that would be different.
Mm.
But the issue is they can speak and you can speak. So at the moment,
While we're underwater,
while you're underwater, even though it's high pitched, you haven't necessarily noticed that you're deafened.
Okay. That's cool. So then I'm also not quite sure the effect then, as well.
Exactly.
I just I don't want to let go.
Don't want to let go of it.
Cool. All right, let's go.
Right then. Well, that seems somewhat anticlimactic. I thought something would be strange, but fine. The barriers are still up, aren't they?
They are.
Right, do you want to do your messaging business? See if we can get the store open again?
Go on then, ours.
Yep, I'll be doing it. Can I message text by? Any response? Okay.
Oh.
I don't think he can hear us through this vault door.
That makes sense.
So let
I
me get
suppose.
Mage Hand with an object. And I think we said knock 3 times. So knock 3 times on the vault door. Yeah,
Mhm.
not with the axe.
Not with
Not
the axe.
touching the axe. Not touching the axe again.
Thanks for being
Um,
specific.
Yeah, some other heavy object.
Okay, there's a chalice. There's a globe. There's a crown.
Oh yeah. They're all on pedestals, aren't they?
There's a compass. Which one would you like to pick? I think you threw the chalice down earlier.
Yeah, because there was the one that wasn't. I can.
We've messed around with all of these in some way, shape, or
Yeah,
form
I
to
think it's
test.
okay. Yeah, if the chalice was fine and it was thrown down, I'll use that.
Mhm.
Should be loud enough. Metal.
Yeah. from inside the room for you. Clang, clang, clang. The door begins to open. Dixpo and Elena are outside.
Bring it down to 1.
Zoom. The barrier is gone.
Excellent. Let's get that cabinet while we're at it. Don't forget that thing.
You hear a
Well.
thud from the marble pedestal behind you, and there's a shake with it.
Oh god, of course.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're not seeing those books again.
We don't have time. Yeah.
With the next thud, it shakes a bit more.
We have time. We can. It's like a dash to grab
With the
and go.
third
Right?
thud,
Like, if we take it actual like proper this like combat rules, like we better get out there and out before and shut the door.
Is it heavy?
Depends what
The
his thing,
cabinet.
what his abilities are.
it's pretty heavy. Also, by
It's
this
full of
point
books.
of your deliberation,
It's not
there is now
deliberation.
a-
This is like an
Ah.
OC. Like,
I feel like we already discussed this.
Stop trying to speed us along with this. We're trying to like.
Vaela already mentioned it, so we would have had some sort of plan. Who
Like-
was going to get it?
it is heavy. It will take 2 of you to carry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cabinet full of books, right? It's not going to be light.
It's not,
Um,
it's. I know it's a small cabinet, but it's also made of metal
Yeah.
and wood, and it's got books in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. It'll take 1 of you to carry slowed, or it'll take 2 of you to carry at normal speed.
Yeah,
I mean,
so we
well,
can line us up.
right.
You can line yourselves up right to be like right before, and then
If we get Tim and Elena, who are probably the 2 strongest people.
expose stronger, right?
Is Tixbo stronger? I just assumed he was like a dexterous guy.
No, Lane is
Mm.
dexterous.
Elena's
Right.
dexterous. Tixbo seems
Strength.
quite strong for a halfling.
Okay, fair. Tixbo and Tim to try and move this thing then.
Okay, I will need either. I think Tim, if you do the strength roll, athletics, you have advantage.
You're in water as well, right? So you got the natural updraft. To sort of
It's a
help.
12. Guidance.
Now, well, now you can use guidance, right? We're not in combat.
Yep, go ahead,
Yeah.
use guidance.
It's an extra 1. So. Is that 13?
That with advantage as well.
Yeah, that was with advantage. My second roll was a 1.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So as you're trying to lift this thing, finally, through the pedestal smashes a pale blue fist and part of an arm on top of it, wrapped with golden thread all the way up it and around the ring finger. It just slams a hand down next to it, right around. Let me just draw.
Right, time to go, people. Time to go.
Wrong tools, there you go. Just do a little. So this entire space is now covered by a pale blue hand.
That's a big hand. Yeah. Let's go.
Get out of here.
You guys would like
Double
to run?
time, people. Double time.
So Tim and Tixbo, I would like a dexterity saving throw as you run out the room.
Okay.
We propel ourselves off the wall.
That's an 8 from me and a 16 for Tixbo.
Tim, you are grabbed in between a pinky and a thumb
Oh
as
dear.
this thing grabs your ankle just as you are beginning to leave. Going to move the hand, or it'd probably be you guys would probably be out of the room at this, well, on your way out of the room at this point, but the hand. Oh, the hand.
Yeah, I'll just blast the hand. It's like,
You want to blast the hand?
I'll just blast the hand.
Blast that hand.
Roll attack roll. I've got a damage amount in mind
That's
to
a-
make it let go. So
That's a 28 on the first blast,
yeah, that's a hit.
and then an 18 on the second blast.
Mhm.
First blast was an 11.
Mhm.
Second blast was 9, so 19 total.
Second blast was 9, isn't that?
Sorry, 20. Sorry, maths. Just
Yeah, let's go. 20 is what you need. Let's go. Tim, you have another chance at running. You run.
Yep.
The hand is left slamming, and you feel the entire castle begin to shake and shudder a little bit.
Right.
As you're running through Elizora, you hear. I've messaged you one message that you hear.
Yep.
And then you also hear. Please.
Is the NAS gone?
So quiet.
You can bring us back to the surface now, right? Don't need brother anymore. I helped you.
Yes. Bit late.
Lovely.
As you're running through, you can hear this, like, not thunderous, but this kind of like zapping, static noise kind of happening around you.
Where are we running to? Like,
The front door, I would guess. I mean, basically, the idea is to get out of here.
yeah,
So at least
okay.
that's the way Vaela's running, is back to the entrance.
I just want to be clear where we're running to.
Okay, so you're running to the front door.
I mean,
I
we
don't know if
could
you
we
wanna
could
move
like swim out a
or us to
window,
move.
right? As well.
Yeah, you can swim out a window if you'd like. I mean,
If
I
there's an open-
suggest not in the vault, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, if there's an open one, sure.
I think there was down here where like some dog.
Yeah, there's kind of like a
Flash through.
balcony there that would have been a balcony, but whatever was left of the balcony is gone and the door's just there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if there's a quicker route out, then we'll take that rather than go. I just assumed the entrance was the only thing open. But yeah, if there's an open window we can all fit through, then we'll take that. Where was it? Is that where the map
kitchen.
room was? Right. Let's move over there.
There's also like where the statues were. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. So yeah, through this door then, if that's open, and then out.
As you go out, you see this network of electricity, this purplish lightning shielding around the island that you're on, around the castle, around everything, and it's just everywhere. And it's being struck by this bluish lightning climbing around. The main thing you see beyond this net of purplish lightning is this dark, void, shadowed pillar. This thing is massive, 300 foot wide perhaps. You're not really sure. In comparison to the island you're on, it's much bigger. And all of this bluish lightning is coming out of it. And you see 4 yellow eyes peering out of it in your direction, or at least the island's direction. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. Tune in next time on Pirate Adventures. Will the pirates avoid being seen? Is this creature Big Brother? Will they get back to the surface and back to the ship now that they have finally got the last artifact? Let's find out next time on Pirate Adventures.